Nijel, can you think back to your last game winner?
I can't. I didn't miss a few of them. I mean, we go out throughout the year. We had a few. Oklahoma, Kansas, a few of them didn't miss. Those hurt, but glad to be able to make one finally.
So you made your first 7 tonight and then kind of hit a cold stretch. Did they start running some different defenders at you?
I mean, I kind of expected that to happen. I mean, a perfect game would be beautiful, but I expected to miss some. Just my teammates were able to do really well in picking up the slack right then and there. We were able to keep up with them, get some stops in the key in the end of the game, and then we were able to make the last one.
Mark Nijel mentioned getting some stops. It seemed like you guys ratcheted it up on the defense and got out and pushed it in transition a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously the last couple home games we lost, it's been tight, and we haven't got the stops at the end. And, obviously we were really locked in on that side, that last out of bounds play and the last play they ran. So we just wanted to get that stop in and give ourselves a chance to win.
Mike, with Selton out now for who knows how long, just how has your role changed?
It's changed because he was like obviously one of our best defenders, so I got to pick up the slack where we're missing there. But it's the same role really. Just got to get more rebounds, and I was able to tonight. But it's always been the same. Just try to do whatever I can to help the team.
And kind of you mentioned the rebounds. Has that been a pretty big emphasis in practice? Is maybe not only defensive rebounds but offensive rebounds as well? Because you guys had quite a few of those tonight.
Yeah, the coaches prepared us well tonight. We knew that they had shot blockers, and they get out of position, reaching and trying to get steals and whatnot. So we knew we'd be able to crash the glass tonight.
And then, Nijel, I'm just curious, what was kind of the plan on that last out-of-bounds play? And then can you kind of walk us through what happened?
I mean, we ran the play for the shot in the corner. We ran it previously in the game. They were able to, defend that well. I just kind of popped back to make sure we got a catch before, and coach was trying to call a timeout. I thought we were going to get the timeout, but we didn't. Marquise ended up throwing it over the top. And I think it was like 5-6 seconds left, and I just knew I had to get something up at least. It was a tight game. We didn't want to go to overtime, and it was a long game, but glad we were able to put them away in regulation, and then we had to get a stop again with 2 seconds left to make sure, we sealed the game off.
Nijel, that three was pretty far behind the line. Was that at about the edge of your range there?
To be honest, I wasn't even looking really where I was at. That's a shot that, kind of the same shot I took with Kansas. I mean, kind of the same, just on the other side of the floor, kind of deep. I mean, I was confident in the shot. He started backing up. So I knew I could get the separation that I wanted and just followed through, and it went in.
And Mike, you guys have been in a lot of these close ones. You finally win one. What did you think was the difference late?
Getting stops. I think we were mentally on the right note. Our energy was right, and I think we were really just locked in defensively. As I said, Coach Lowry, this was his scout, and he prepared us very well on defense. So we knew it would be coming, and we were in all the right spots.
And one for you too, Mark. It seemed like, in particular, the second half, every time they tried to get away from you, you in particular kind of said, no, we're not having this. What was your mindset in the second half?
Sorry, can you say that again? I didn't hear you.
It seemed like every time Oklahoma State tried to separate from you guys, you in particular drove to the basket, said, we're not going to give in here. What was your mindset in the second half?
I was just taking what was given to me. My teammates were doing a great job finding me, and obviously I was in good spots to finish at the basket. So it was just great to get that win.
For Nijel, Mike, there are many fine Division I transfers this season playing basketball. I'm just curious if you could offer your thoughts on what Mark has meant to you guys as the D1 transfer this year.
I think Mark, is a very key piece to what this team is today, like our identity, I would say. Mark was a huge pickup for us, especially the way he's able to stretch his floor with his size, but he also plays way bigger than his size. He's quick for his size, so we can then there play small, but he gives us like that 6'8" type of guy where he gets in, he's physical, and he can get rebounds, things of that nature. So we can play fast at the same time, but then again, we're not going to be very small on the glass because he's a rebounding monster, I would say.
Yeah, I think we're just lucky to have him. He's one of the biggest pieces to our team, our culture. He's the heart, and he brings it every day. And the stuff that he's doing, I think it will continue. And, yeah, we're lucky to have him.
Mike, when the inbound to Nijel goes to half court, are you thinking there's no way that ball's leaving his hands, he's taking that shot?
I'm thinking, I don't know why. I was just feeling like we're 6 seconds left. We're in the timeout, and I was thinking whoever shot the ball, it was going in, and he got it. And I figured he was gonna shoot it, but I figured he was gonna make it too. So I was hyped. I'll take it every time.
I was watching it like this. Didn't even touch the rim.
Nijel, are you repping some personal merch over here?
Oh, yes. It's just something kind of funny. I mean, people kind of went with it.
Just pushing Pat.
Yeah.
Oh, I need one of those.
Okay, pushing back. Okay. I'm pushing back.
Mark, I get. Oh,
Want to ask you about a defensive play where you didn't get the ball in the possession, but you switched the possession there, I think about 40 seconds left. How big was that ultimately? It ended up getting you the second chance.
They tried to run a play for number 13. I forgot his name, to get downhill, Isaac. And they go to that play. They went to it earlier in the first half. He was scoring on it, so I kind of just stayed with it and went over the top, and so Keith didn't have to guard him. And then obviously when he got pretty far down in the paint, Davion came and helped. And then I think Bryce went out to the wing, and I kind of just switched out like our perfect shell, just having my brother's back, and closed out. And then Keith came by and does what Keith does, and he brought the ball down and stole it. So it was just a great possession. We were all flying around, and I think that was the moment like we knew we were gonna get this win. We were all flying around, playing as hard as we could. We didn't want to give up another win at home. I lost. So win.
and then, Mark, I'm just curious. I was going to ask you, all three of you guys played more than 34 minutes tonight. How are you feeling physically, and is that something that you think you'll be able to consistently do towards the end of the season?
I think I can do that. I just do whatever the team needs. If I need to play that long, it really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna I told Coach I'm gonna try to get rebounds and just do whatever I can to help the team. So.
And then Nijel, we've seen you get into some pretty good shooting rhythm here recently. Early in the season, missed some time. You feel like you're fully back to where you were at the end of last year?
I mean, yeah, just, it was a lot of help with, our athletic trainers behind the scenes, where I had to put a lot of work in with them to get me healthy. I mean, it was something that was bothering me, and we were considering, like, man, what are we going to do to get this better? It was just a blessing to be able to come back, be able to get right back to work. Hasn't been bothering me since, the beginning of the year, so it's just really a blessing to have that, move past me, and just finishing out this season.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Luke. He's the real deal.
Facts.
Coach Luke.
Big facts.
Mike, despite some of the struggles this season, you guys are now tied for 6th place in the Big 12. What can this win do moving forward?
It means nothing if we lose, honestly, but it's going to be huge once we start winning. So it's a step in the right direction. We're tied for 6th. This conference is crazy. It's packed with good teams. Every game's important. So all we can do is focus on TCU.
Hey, Nijel, that's the best game you guys have gotten from Davion in a while. He's healthier. He got to play a little bit more. How much of a difference did that make in your eyes?
I mean, it was a huge difference getting that inside presence. I mean, early he got a couple dunks, a couple layups that were good for us. I mean, every point counts. You see, we won by 3. I mean, his points mattered for us. I just think it just continues for him to keep getting in shape, keep working out like he's doing, getting better each day. We're seeing the progression in practice, how he's getting better back to the old Davion, and that's what we need out of him to be, to take that next step in the right direction. Just get some good presence out of him and all our bigs.
Mike, did you take any different mentality into this game? That's one of the more balanced stat lines I've seen from you.
I mean, Coach was really just emphasizing passion, and struggled the previous 3 games or whatever. So we needed this win, and my shots still weren't falling tonight, but Nijel had it going, Mark had it going, so I was just trying to do what I can out there to help the team.
You mentioned TCU. Obviously, that game kind of probably sticks in your craw a little bit from here. How motivated are you now to go down there and get another shot at them?
Anybody?
Either of you, any of you.
I know we're pretty motivated. I mean, they came here and stole a win from us right at the end. I mean, that one hurts. We got to be really motivated. We got to stick to what we know. Come ready to practice tomorrow. Get a good practice in. That's kind of what the key has been. When we have good, aggressive practices, we attack practice. We usually have a great game, so that's what we need to do before we go on the road, TCU, and then we can be victorious there.